Today, host Jenna Bush Hager knows the importance of a good mattress. The married mother of three left Chanel Jones and viewers in shock with an NSFW bedroom confession about her husband. Keep reading for all the details on the unexpected moment. Jenna Bush Hager has been sharing her life with the public for years. She was in college when her father, George W. Bush, was President of the United States. She spent some time in the White House as a young girl during her grandfather's terms as well. Jenna pursued a career in journalism after college. The former first daughter often shares stories about being a mother and wife on Jenna and Chanel. Yet, her co-host and the audience were shocked by her recent NSFW bedroom confession. The co-hosts were discussing the importance of a quality mattress for a good night's sleep. Jenna Bush Hager began sharing a story of mattress shopping with her husband shortly after their wedding. She married Henry Hager in 2008 after meeting him several years earlier on her dad's campaign trail. The couple welcomed 3 children. After over 15 years of marriage, the spark is still there. She revealed that they bought a Tempur-Pedic bed named the Celebrity. She shared that her husband left her notes about the bed many times after they bought it. "We paid it off." He would write things like, "Can't wait to." She trailed off when she realized what she was saying sounded weird. Chanel Jones encouraged her to finish her sentence. Jenna Bush Hager insisted she was only going to say that her husband wouldn't wait to be in the new bed. The NSFW chatter didn't stop there. Jenna Bush Hager tried to steer the conversation away from her bedroom activities, but what she said next only made it worse. Chanel Jones said she thought the notes would end a little differently. Her co-host replied, "I wasn't being nasty. We love to be horizontal." Chanel Jones pointed out that the sexual innuendos were getting worse, not better. Jenna Bush Hager summed up the story by revealing that the mattress was of great quality and lasted over a decade. Jenna Bush Hager shares a lot of stories about her marriage, but usually keeps things clean. However, her venture into NSFW territory amused her co-star and the audience. Check out some of the comments on the video. The studio lights of the Today Show gleamed like 1,000 tiny suns, casting a warm, forgiving glow over the curved couch where Jenna Bush Hager sat cross-legged, her blonde hair falling in soft waves against the collar of her crisp white blouse. It was a Tuesday morning in April, the kind of spring day that made New York feel less like a concrete jungle and more like a promise. Jenna, at 43, had perfected the art of looking effortlessly put together while carrying the invisible weight of 3 children, a husband who still made her laugh like they were 25, and a last name that had once opened the doors of the White House and now opened the hearts of millions of morning viewers. Chanel Jones, her co-host and closest on-air confidant, leaned forward with that signature bright smile, holding up a sleek Tempur-Pedic brochure like it was Exhibit A in the trial of who slept best last night. "Okay, America, let's talk mattresses," Chanel said, her voice carrying that easy Midwestern warmth that made every segment feel like coffee with friends. Because, let's be honest, after a certain age, a good night's sleep is basically foreplay for the rest of your life. The audience in the studio, mostly women in their 30s and 40s, clutching takeout cups and wearing the quiet exhaustion of working moms, laughed in agreement. Jenna felt a familiar flutter in her chest, the one that always came right before she veered off script. She had been sharing pieces of her life on this couch for years. Potty training disasters with Poppy, the eldest, the time Hal accidentally called her Mommy President in front of his kindergarten class, the way her youngest, Poppy's little sister, still crawled into bed with her and Henry at 3 a.m. But today, the topic was mattresses, and something about the word itself, firm, supportive, lasting, pulled her straight back to 2008. She shifted on the couch, smoothing the hem of her skirt. You know, Chanel, I really do know the importance of a good mattress. Henry and I learned that the hard way right after we got married. Chanel's eyebrows shot up, playful. Ooh, tell us more. Did the Secret Service have to vet the box spring? Jenna laughed, the sound bright and genuine, the same laugh that had once echoed through the East Wing when she was just a college kid sneaking friends into the residence during her father's presidency. No, but we did spend an entire Saturday at a mattress store in Austin right after the wedding. We were broke. Well, as broke as two kids in their 20s could be when one of them had grown up in the White House. But we wanted something that felt like forever. We ended up buying this ridiculous Tempur-Pedic model called the Celebrity. It was the most expensive.
She gave me the
Whenever
rose.
we talk about it, it feels like bachelor vibes.
Yeah.
Like
Just
my
feel like-
forever friend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, that's fun though. Do you remember the first time that y'all met? You've known each other for a minute.
So I think it's Oprah says a quote. Or
Thing we'd ever purchased together. I still remember the salesman saying, "This one's for people who want to sleep like stars." Henry looked at me and whispered, "We're going to be horizontal celebrities." The audience chuckled. Chanel leaned in, sensing gold. Horizontal celebrities? I need details. Jenna's cheeks warmed, but she pressed on, the story tumbling out like it had been waiting 15 years for daylight. We paid it off over 6 months. And Henry, he started leaving these little notes on my pillow. Sweet ones at first. Can't wait to. And then he'd trail off with a little winking emoji he drew by hand because he's terrible at technology. I'd find them after long days. Campaign trail memories, early motherhood fog, all of it. One time it said, "Can't wait to sink into our celebrity and forget the world exists." She trailed off, realizing mid-sentence how the words hung in the air, heavy with implication. The studio fell into that electric hush that only happens when a polished public figure accidentally steps on the edge of something private. Jenna's eyes widened. Wait, that sounded weird. I swear I was just talking about sleep. Chanel burst out laughing, the kind of full-throated laugh that made the control room light up with text messages from producers saying, "Keep rolling." Jenna, finish the sentence. The people need to know. I wasn't being nasty. Jenna protested, her voice rising in that half-embarrassed, half-delighted way she had when she knew she'd crossed into NSFW territory. She covered her face with both hands for a second, then peeked through her fingers. We love to be horizontal. That's all. Horizontal is our love language. The mattress has lasted us over a decade, 3 kids, 2 dogs, and 1 very opinionated cat. It's still firm, still supportive, still ours. Chanel pointed at her, eyes sparkling. You just made it worse. Horizontal is our love language? Girl, the notes said "can't wait to," and you're telling me it wasn't leading somewhere spicy? The audience erupted. Phones in the studio seats lit up as viewers live-tweeted the moment. Jenna's face flushed a deep pink, but she was grinning now, the kind of grin that said she wasn't sorry at all. Okay, fine. The notes got a little enthusiastic. But that's the point of a good mattress, right? It holds you through everything, the good nights, the bad nights, the nights where you're too tired to do anything but lie there and hold hands and still feel like the luckiest people alive. Chanel wiped a tear of laughter from her eye. America just got a bedroom confession from a former first daughter. I'm here for it. The segment wrapped with Jenna summing it up cleanly. The celebrity mattress had survived 15 years of marriage, 3 pregnancies, late-night feedings, and more laughter than any couple had a right to. But the damage, or the delight, was done. The clip would explode online within the hour. Backstage, after the cameras cut, Jenna collapsed into a makeup chair, still laughing. Her phone buzzed relentlessly. Henry's text came first, as it always did. Horizontal celebrities? Babe, I'm proud and slightly terrified. Love you. See you at home.